All right, today we're going to look at Romans 15:13, and that says, "Now may the God of all hope fill you with joy and peace in believing, that you may abound in hope by the power of the Holy Spirit." Well, there are a lot of great things in there. I love that it says, "May the God of hope," because we serve a God who is not full of doom and gloom. He is a God of hope, and He wants to fill us with all joy and peace in believing. So if we don't believe, can we receive that joy and peace? We can't. Because if we don't believe that He has joy and peace for us, how can we receive it? So first, to receive that joy and peace, we have to believe. Okay? First of all, that He is a God of hope and that He wants to fill us with joy and peace. And why? So that we can abound in hope. We can also be like Him, like our Father, and in the power of the Holy Spirit. Because without the Holy Spirit, we do not have the power that we need to have joy for even 1 minute. Is it? I know for me, when the electricity goes off, I have to grab hold of my joy or it's going to go right out the window along with my peace because it's so hot. And I think sometimes our joy and our peace, they're very closely tied to our security, whether that's security in our finances or security in our health or security in the electricity. Like, is the fan going to stay on? But you know what? This verse is like right in the middle of the chapter. What comes before it? Because you know what? The beginning of verse 13 has one really important word, which is now. So if he's saying now, that means there's a condition before it. So what comes in the beginning of Romans 15? He's talking about bearing one another's burdens, being there for each other. That implies that things are not always going to go your way. And when things don't go your way, what are you going to do? And even if things are going your way, we shouldn't just be thinking about ourselves. We should be thinking, how can we help our brother and sister? How can we lift their burden? And the next part of it, it talks about glorifying God together, being in unity, receiving one another properly. So this is talking about relationship, about encouraging one another, bearing one another's burden, being there for each other. And in that context, he says, now. Now what? Now after you've been there for other people, now after you've helped lighten their load, after you've encouraged, after you've gone the second mile with someone else, now may the God of all hope fill you with joy and peace in believing, so that you can abound in hope by the Holy Spirit. So this week, as you're looking how to go that second mile, I just want to encourage you. Don't think about just what makes your day good, what brings you joy and peace. But how can you help someone else? How can you lift their burden? How can you encourage them? And then I so know that God is going to fill you with all joy and peace because He is our God of hope.